Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors. Ready for all seasons? The Kawasaki Ridge XR Crew Limited HVAC side-by-side keeps cool in the summer, dry in the rain, and warm in the winter. Conquer any trail, creek, or blizzard while staying comfortable the whole way. Check one out today at Sahara Motors. Heavy rain, a flood watch predicted for Las Vegas, but we're just looking for some isolated showers today. Partly cloudy skies, high around 51. Sun trying to peek out right about now. In news from the special legislative session, we will have an unplanned 6th day of the special session. The Assembly did approve the bill covering the Windsor Park relocation costs down in Las Vegas. Houses there that were built in the 60s began to sink due to groundwater being pumped from a nearby aquifer. Well, the Senate swiftly approved the amendments to the bill, advancing it to enrollment with the goal of sending it to Governor Lombardo's desk. But a bunch of bills in limbo within their second chamber, awaiting final votes on their respective floors before proceeding to the governor's office. School zone safety bill, AB 6, cleared a Senate committee headed for a final vote. Lawmakers highlighted the urgency of the issue, noting 3 Clark County School District students hit and killed on their way to or from school in the past 6 months. State Senator Michelle Cruz Crawford, who is also a school principal, told the committee she recently attended the funeral of one of her students. The film incentives bill also moved out of committee after a 5.5-hour hearing. It now awaits action on the Senate floor. It has been contentious. And AB 4, the governor's crime bill, stalled in committee, that amid concerns over provisions allowing an order-out corridor in Clark County. Opponents pointed out the specialty court tied to those cases suspended years ago. The bill would formally reestablish local authority to recreate it. Turning to White Pine County Sheriff's Office blotter reports, on Saturday, deputies recovered an abandoned bicycle in Ely, investigated a burglary report that turned out to be unfounded, looked into property damage to a vehicle. Now, 2 stolen motorcycles recovered after deputies identified a juvenile suspect who was detained and released to a parent. Deputies also arrested 46-year-old Jared A. Newman of Ely for injury to property after an incident at a local business. A found cell phone also turned in. On Sunday, deputies responded to several reports of individuals loitering or trespassing at local businesses and a motel. Multiple reckless driving complaints were investigated. Some referred to Nevada State Police for further action. Deputies also collected suspected drugs found at a job site, handled 2 motorist assists on state highways, and responded to a juvenile-related disturbance at a county residence. Documents showing how to find apps and websites that generate AI-created naked images recently appeared on the Nevada Department of Transportation's web address. David Charnes with our news partner KLAS-TV in Las Vegas found the file, some dated as recently as November 6th, describing tools that can strip clothing from photos or create realistic nude videos. The discovery comes months after a ransomware attack crippled state computer systems in August. NDOT says this isn't connected. Instead, a spokesperson confirmed the files placed on a third-party platform that hosts NDOT websites and sites for other government agencies. Cybersecurity expert Shannon Wilkinson said attackers often target trusted government domains because search engines are less likely to flag them. NDOT said it worked with hosting vendor to remove the content and block further access, but the links were still active yesterday. The department said it remains committed to protecting Nevadans both on the road and online, while the vendor adds new security measures to prevent further breaches. And several Nevada agency leaders fined with ethics violations totaling $12,500. Nevada Commission on Ethics approved a $10,000 fine against Central Lyon Fire Chief Richard Harvey. Investigators say Harvey wrote and proposed a contract between the fire district and his own private company while he was still serving as chief. The deal would have allowed him to keep performing chief duties after retirement, Commission said public officials can't negotiate post-retirement contracts with their own agencies. Commission also fined Humboldt County Manager Don Koloski $2,500 for 2 willful ethics violations. Koloski supervised the department where his daughter worked and failed to remove himself from her chain of command. Actions, the commission said, gave her unwarranted benefits. At 8:18 per Sahara Motors, that's news from the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.